Hey everyone, this is Lakshmi, the Gen AI girl, and welcome to my channel. The first ever Dev Day of OpenAI wrapped up on November 6th, and it brought a storm of new updates with it. A major announcement was the introduction of the Assistants API. This new feature is a game changer for developers who are looking to integrate AI powered assistants into their applications. So, what's the magic here? Let's find out. So these assistants they're not just smart, they are equipped with instructions and the ability to utilize advanced models, tools, and comprehensive knowledge to tackle user queries effectively. Currently, the Assistance API is equipped with three core tools. So one is function calling, and the other two are retrieval system and the code interpreter. And guess what? This is just the beginning. OpenAI has plans to expand this tool set with more in-house tools, and eventually you will be able to add your custom tools to the mix on their platform. So you can create these assistants either on the OpenAI playground or using code. So I'll be doing a series of videos on assistants, and this is the first episode of it where I'll be creating an assistant using retrieval system, and I'll be doing it on the OpenAI playground. So let's get started. Okay. So this is the OpenAI playground, and you can access it by using the URL platform.openai.com/playground. And today we'll be building an assistant that will be answering questions from a table, which is on a PDF document, right? And for this, I have selected two documents. So one is the FY23 Q1 consolidated financial statements of Apple Inc. So this is what I would call a borderless table. And I've chosen one more document, which is basically a document from National Partnership for Quality After School Learning. And this is basically a set of examples for tutoring to enhance science skills. So both of these documents I have downloaded from the internet. I'll be providing the URLs on the comments section of this video, so that in case you want to follow along, you can kind of download them and follow it. So let's get started with the playground. The first step is to create an assistant. So you kind of go to the playground and then say create. And the next step is to fill a few of the fields here. So I'll be using the name table talker by the Gen AI girl as the name of the assistant. And second step is you have to give it a set of instructions. So instructions are nothing but a set of sentences that basically describe the personality and capabilities of this assistant. So here what I'm saying is that you are helpful assistants with expertise in reading and interpreting tables as well as text in PDF documents and answer queries accurately. And I go on to say that if you do not have enough information, then say, sorry, I don't know the answer. And under no circumstances should you create or assume information that is not presented in the document. So again, model in a minute, but before that, tools. So we have to use the retrieval tool here. So only two models support retrieval tool as of now. So one is GPT-4 1106 preview, and the other one is let me check. Yeah, GPT 3.5 Turbo 1106. So I'll be going with the GPT-4 model. And remember, in order to access this playground, you basically need a paid subscription to the GPT APIs. So next, let me upload the file. All right, so I have uploaded the file and next I do a save. So the question that I'm going to ask is basically from example 4, where I'll be asking it who has the highest speed in miles per hour in the year 1965. And let's see if it is able to give the answer. Speed in miles per hour according to the land speed records for the year 1965. So before I kind of run this message, there are a couple of things that you need to know. So one is, you see here something called the thread, right? So thread is nothing but what do you say? It's essentially the conversation session between the assistant and the user, right? And what I have typed in here is what we call the message, which is entered by the user. And these threads are persistent and they store the message. Uh, they kind of maintain the context of the messages, right? So I'll press enter here and then I'll have to click add and run. And then that's when something called the logs, right, that gets started. So each of these is uh, what do you say, is in the JSON format. And let's see how you kind of get the response. So it should be this. Yeah, exactly. So here what it says that, for a specific run, we are using the model GPT-4 and the instructions are also given. And then what we also do is, what is the tools that we are using, which is retrieval in this case, right? And then let me check the messages here. Right. So here, if you see that, this is the response. The highest speed in miles per hour according to land speed records for the year 1965 was 600.601 miles per hour, and it was achieved by Craig Breedlove driving the Spirit of America Sonic 1. So this one is basically coming in from here, and I'm sorry about that. And again, what we have here is, yes, so this is basically, what this is basically the data that it has picked up from the file. And if you kind of go down, you will also see the query JSON, right? So which is like the role is user and the user has asked who has the highest speed. So this is how the logs get displayed or logs get formed. Okay, so this is done. So next what I'll do is, let me try to ask a question for which it needs to access the table data as well as the data in the text. So what I'll ask is, okay, in 1898, the highest speed was basically 39.2 miles per hour. And in 1963, it was 407. So let me ask the assistant, what is the difference between these speeds? What is the difference in speed in miles per hour between 1898 and 1963? Let me just check the year if this is correct. Yes, it's 1963 and 1898. Who were the drivers, right? So again, I have to do a add and run, and let's see what response we get this time. Cool. Okay. So it says that in 1898, Count Gaston had an average speed of 39.2, and in 1963, Craig Breedlove achieved a speed of 407.447. Sorry. Yeah, 407 point this thing, and it's Craig Breedlove. Now let's see if it's able to kind of do the math as well, right? So the difference in speed is it's doing the subtraction, and it again answers my follow-on question saying that Count Gaston was a driver in 1898 and Craig Breedlove was a driver in 1963. So I think this is like, pretty cool. You can kind of interact with tables in plain English, and the best thing is you don't have to write any complicated queries or code to extract this information, right? So assistant is doing all of that for you. So that's super. So what I'll do next is I'll clear this and let me load the next file. So now what I've done is I have cleared the thread and I have uploaded another file. And so this file, if you remember, was the financial statement for Apple for the year for the FY23 quarter one. So let me start by asking what is the total net sales? What is, how did it vary between December 2022 and December 2025? So how did the total net sales perform between December 2021 and December 2022? So let me add and run and let me see what result we get. Yeah, so here it says that the total net sales for 2020 was 117,154. In comparison, for the 3 months that ended 25, the total net sales was 123,945. Okay, so then I ask what was the increase, and then I'll say add and run. Meanwhile, let's just verify those numbers. So it's like 117,154 and 123,945. Okay, so this is interesting because the net sales actually decreased from December 2021 to December 2022, and the assistant responds that the total net sales actually decreased, and then which is a decrease of some 6791 million. So this is pretty interesting. Okay, and then I'll ask what was the total net sales for March 2023, right? So this is basically I'm asking it some information which is not there in this text. Let's see how the assistant behaves. Awesome. So it's not hallucinating, it's not picking up information from what the LLM has learned. It's kind of just restricting itself to this PDF file, and it says, sorry, I don't know the answer. So I guess with this, I come to the end of this video. I know I haven't handled complex tables in this episode, but I'll be doing it in another episode, maybe after I do the code version of these two same files, right? So if you like this episode, then don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time. See you soon. Bye.